John Andrew Williams here. Hi, everybody. I just finished one of my training calls, and I'm always fired up after one of these calls. And a question was asked about how do you ask questions about a client's being. In my training calls, I emphasize asking questions about a client's learning, being, and doing. Doing questions are easy. This is what most people are used to: goal setting, actions, things like this. A lot of when people think of life coaching, they think of different actions and creating action steps, which coaching is about. But that's only a small slice of coaching. The other two parts of coaching, in my mind, are learning and being. And by learning, I mean what is a client learning about him or herself or the situation. Now, the being part, tends to be the challenging part of coaching, but if you nail it as a coach, it's lovely and it's so powerful for clients. For me, in being, the being part of coaching is having a client understand what version of him or herself is most effective. What kind of energy do you want to bring? If you had an energetic field, what energetic field do you want to create? And so questions that really approach the being of coaching for me are just around that. What version of yourself do you want to be? When you are at your best, what energy do you have? If you had to describe the characteristics that you have when you're operating at your peak, what characteristics are those? Those are questions that approach that being part. And then you can ask questions about when they're not at their best, when they aren't the version of themselves they want to be. What's that like? What's the difference? And then what makes the difference between those two choices or those two ways of being? From there, I go with what do you have to let go of to get into that optimal state of being? What do you have to embrace to get into the optimal state of being? What do you have to let go of, or what do you let go of that you might not want to let go of if you're in that non-optimal state of being? What are you embracing when you're in that non-optimal state of being? These questions are really useful, and I hope this helps just elucidate a little bit more of the questions that I like to ask when I'm trying to really focus in on my client's being. Thank you so much for watching. My name is John Andrew Williams, and that's my take on a client's being and the questions that you can ask to approach it.